This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
A convicted felon is facing multiple drug charges in connection to an investigation in Moses Lake. The Quincy Safe Routes to Schools Committee is looking for volunteers to participate in a walking audit of routes to school.
You're not imagining it if you think Olympia's state capitol dome is looking a little dark and moldy these days.
Monday, Ephrata's Kiana Miller signed her letter of intent to play for Blue Mountain Community College.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News. And it starts now.
A convicted felon is facing multiple drug charges in connection to an investigation in Moses Lake. Prosecutors charged Roberto Tijerina with possession with intent to manufacture or deliver methamphetamine and a controlled substance, and 2 counts of use of drug paraphernalia. Tijerina has 5 previous felony convictions, including drug-related convictions, unlawful possession of a firearm, and rape of a child in the 3rd degree. Tijerina was arrested February 28th as he left a home in the 1000 block of Central Drive. Moses Lake police had obtained a search warrant for the home as part of a narcotics investigation. After officers reportedly found a digital scale with methamphetamine, Tijerina, who had been taken to the Moses Lake Police Department, agreed to come back to the home to point out where other drugs were. According to court records, police seized about 1 ounce of meth, half an ounce of heroin, and more than 100 prescription pills, along with 2 vehicles and more than $3,000 in cash. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Maytag and the family Pooch have a lot in common. Both are loyal, both aim to please, and both are tenacious dish cleaners. But only one can sanitize. Maytag, what's inside matters.
Maytag Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
The Quincy Safe Routes to Schools Committee is looking for volunteers to participate in a walking audit of routes to school. Community members and parents are encouraged to participate in the audits focused on elementary schools starting at 3:30 p.m. on March 14th. According to the Grant County Health District, participants will help identify the safest routes for children to get to school. The event includes a simple checklist, walking on a designated route, mapping the results, and coming back with recommendations to improve safety. Safe Routes to School is a national, state, and local program to increase walking and biking to school along safe routes. Walking audits, which take about an hour to complete, are used to create a Safe Routes to School action plan for the community. Participants are asked to sign up ahead of time by calling Amanda Rosales at 509-766-7960. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
You're not imagining it if you think Olympia's state capitol dome is looking a little dark and moldy these days. It's actually lichens, a type of fungus that is causing the dome to look dirty, the result of heavy rainfall in Olympia. That's why State Senator Tim Sheldon, a Democrat from Potlatch, has introduced a bill with humor written in it to finance cleanup and repair of the legislative building. Sheldon, who has been a House and Senate member for 28 years and remembers a brighter dome, took a tour of the upper structure on Tuesday. He learned what maintenance crews have rigged to keep the building's interior dry.
They're directing dripping water into garbage cans with sump pumps, which then pump it down to a drain. The building was built, obviously, in 1926, so that sandstone where the cracks come together, those things are failing, but it can affect the elevators, it can affect a lot of equipment up there, and eventually will drip down onto the floor where we are.
The estimated cost of the work, $3.4 million, which Sheldon says could take 2 years to complete. At the state capitol in Olympia, I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
Monday, Ephrata's Kiana Miller signed her letter of intent to play for Blue Mountain Community College in Pendleton, Oregon. Miller finished the season as an all-CWAC first-team player, being only one of the 2 liberos to receive first-team honors. The school she's signing with has a rich history of success. Blue Mountain competes in the NWAC and won the NWAC championship 4 years in a row, from 2012 to 2015. During that run, Blue Mountain only lost 1 match, finishing the 4-year domination with a record of 75-1, including the playoffs. Blue Mountain had a rough season last year, missing the playoffs, but they're looking to turn things around and return to being top dog in the conference. I'm Adam Chikoski for iFIBER 1 Sports.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.